In this week's video, I am going to be sketching in lots of different cafes. I have hurt my arm and finding my normal painting and some of my normal activities quite difficult. So I take myself off quietly to a few different cafe spaces. I paint some characters that I see at the cafe, some vases. I try out my new acrylic gouache paints from Turners, which I love. So I hope you enjoy this week's video. So I just spent a couple of hours sat at a cafe just drawing people, just having fun, doing these little sketches of shoulders and faces and hair, just yeah, some real characters. I love the lady with the bob in the red top at the top with the mole on her face, and I rather like the lady with the plaits, and I apologised to her about the teeth, but she did have quite big teeth and it was really fun to draw. And I quite like the lady in the bottom right hand corner as well with her shades on. Yeah, it's a fun thing to do. So I have been down to the cafe and I've just been choosing random people who interest me to draw. Been trying out my new acrylic gouaches and mixed media, so been using the acrylic gouaches for the faces and maybe bits on the hair and things like that, and then I've been using my Neocolor too. But yeah, there was a group of Italians and I really enjoyed this chap's face when I'd drawn it, and he's quite cool with his shades on, and this guy's fab. He had like really straight spiky ginger hair and a little bit of a large nozzle and he looked very cool. So he was fun to draw, and this guy was fun. He had like this really frizzy kind of yellowy grey hair, and sort of his hair was straight and his beard was, his hair was curly and his beard was straight. So he was fun to draw, though he kept moving, so it's quite hard to, often like when I'm drawing somebody at the cafe, obviously people are moving all the time, where you get like the bases of the face down and they get up and move and you just have to make it up. But it's quite fun to do. Had a nice chat with this lady because she was sat opposite me. I was a bit kinder to her. Didn't exaggerate things as much, but yeah, I'm really enjoying doing the characters, and there's the ones that I did the other day as well. What else is in here? Yeah, quick sketch down on the beach one day. So I've got these Turners acrylic gouaches, and I wanted to have some small tubes that I could take out that are lightweight when I'm out and about sketching. But I'm loving the opaqueness of them, and they've kind of got that slightly sort of chalky feel. So that one is permanent red. And we've got scarlet, permanent scarlet. Let's just try this one. They're just like really handy because they're small for taking out on, oh well, my circles are slightly different sizes. I'm trying to do it with the saw arm, so if they're a little bit winky wonky, that's all right. So I am loving these new acrylic gouaches by Turner. I just bought this little set. They're perfect for, because the tubes are small, for taking out and about when I'm out on location at cafes, up on a hillside. They're small, they're light, they're easy to use. I take a little mini jar of water with me, and I can even just use like a jam jar lid for mixing paint, that type of thing. So they're nice and easily transportable, and just loving the coverage, and I love the fact that they're matte, chalky, and yeah, lovely and opaque, and the paint isn't streaky, which is fab. And I really like this one, and I'm really enjoying the gouache acrylic gouaches. I like the chalkiness of them and that sort of matteness of them. So I'm very pleased, and that's great, this little box, because It's so small, and you don't even have to take the whole thing out. You can just take a couple. You just take the primary colours and the black and white, and then you can mix up most of what you need. So I'm enjoying those, enjoying the painting with them. So yeah. So I just come over to St Agnes, and when I came over it was pouring with rain, and now it looks like I'm in Spain or Italy or something, and I really wish I had my swimsuit. So I decided to sit and do a bit of sketching. I just sit in the sunshine and look at the steps opposite and all the shrubbery, and have a little go at with my watercolours actually, and then some Neocolor 2s on top, sketching it, and I think there's maybe a little bit of Inktense pencil in there as well. I'll actually come back the following weekend and I draw the same thing again, but I just do it slightly differently, and I really like the second sketch more than the first. So here I'm back at Crowdgie Cafe, and there's these beautiful vases of flowers on the tables, and because my arm's a bit dodgy still, I haven't climbed the hill with the rest of my art group, and I've just sat quietly in the cafe drawing. And here's just a few of my little sketches. I do like a few little mixed media ones. I do a continuous line drawing one. I do a sort of line drawing one but with little bits of colour added, which I really enjoying, and even came home and just had a play around with a little collage as well afterwards. So yeah, just inspiration is all around, and cafes are really good places for sketching and inspiration. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm hoping that my arm will get better soon and I can be back to doing all my usual things, but I'm just trying my best at the moment to make videos and do things that I'm capable of at the moment, which is interesting. But I will see you in the next video.